experiences exploring our roots. I visited the Center for Contemporary Arts in Abilene, Texas. And so when I first walked in, one artwork immediately caught my eye. However, I continued exploring the gallery to see if any other art pieces would capture my attention more than the first one. Perhaps that initial piece caught my attention because of the size of the canvas, which showed railroad and a sky with a rainbow. I noticed that one side of the painting showed a more bluer, cloudy sky, while the other side was sunnier. And the main focus of the artwork is the way the light interacts with like dark and bright areas. Um, One side of the canvas was darker, stormy clouds, while the other side seemed filled with bright sunlight. This contrast showed different moods in the painting and drew attention to the lighter areas. Um, Creating a sense of hope and darkness. The dominant element is color. The bright, warm shades of orange, red, and yellow from the rainbow really popped against the calming blues of the sky. Meanwhile, the lovely earth tones of the green, brown, and tan in the landscape help to ground the scene, which perfectly balanced the vivid rainbow colors. Another important principal design element is emphasis, which highlights the rainbow and the railroad tracks placed in the center. The rainbow brought colors. The rainbow's bright colors stand out and symbolize beauty and promise, while the railway tracks represents a journey or a change. Together, these elements create a balance of scene, inviting the viewers to think ab- think about the contrasting images and the journey in the painting. I believe the artwork was made with a brush, since you can see the brushstrokes very clearly when looking up close. Some spots the paint looks thicker, which makes me think the artist used oil or ar- acrylic paint on the canvas. The smooth transition in the clouds and the landforms probably show that they layered the paint and detailed the plant. In the details in the plants, railroad tracks and the rocks are fine detailing, maybe involving a small brush and layering. However, I feels like the piece represented a journey and connection in a classic fine art style. The artwork offers a beautiful message about journey, identity, and our connection in the places we call home. The railroad tracks represent our journey through our own lives and personal experiences, reminding us of the importance of returning to our roots and exploring where we came from. The way the tracks led towards the rainbow hints a sense of hope and exciting adventures that awaits us. The landscape with its rocks and open plains reflects the strength of the land and paying tribute to our ancestors. However, the piece encourages us to think about the paths we take in life, how our experiences shape who we are, and the value of remembering and honoring our roots. As I looked at the artwork, I felt a lovely sense of calm and hope, especially from a peaceful landscape and the bright rainbow. The railroad tracks winding off into the distance made me think about my own life journey, reflecting on where I've been and what's coming up next. It reminded me that we're all in our own unique path, shaped by important things like family, culture, the land we live on, and the stories of our history. I couldn't help but imagine how someone who has traveled to find a better life in another country might feel when they see this piece. For them, the railroad could represent the tough but hopeful journey towards a new home, while the rainbow might stir up warm feelings of nostalgia, remembering them of the place they once called home. Together, these elements in the artwork beautifully captures the mix of memories and the dreams that come with such incredible life changes.